Hey guys, what's going on? In today's video, I had already recorded the audio because this was with my phone, and the audio turned out pretty terrible. So I'm just gonna redo the audio a bit while I just show you some videos of it. So essentially, in today's video, I'm gonna show you not how to make, 'cause it's pretty self-explanatory, but a way to make a very cheap do-it-yourself fish tank lid for really any tank size, any of that stuff, for under $3. So to do this, you're gonna need 1 poster board, 2 plastic wrap, and tape's optional, but you really just need the poster board and the plastic wrap. So if you're like me and you don't like to have an open top aquarium for whatever reason, for example, my goldfish tank, when I feed them, they all go to the top and just splash around crazy and just get water everywhere. So the little greenhouse panels, those wouldn't really work that well because they can still splash water out of it because of how they're wavy. So essentially in this video, I'm just going to show you really what they are and how they work. So all you're going to do is get a sheet of poster board that's, a decent size, is bigger than your tank. Or if they don't have any that are bigger than your tank, you're going to have to get 1 or 2. They're really cheap. At the dollar store, they're about 70 to 80 cents. And the plastic wrap's about $1. So after all said and done, you could get 2 poster boards and a sheet of and a thing of plastic wrap for around $2.40, which is still cheaper than those little panels, and they're super easy to do, that if you mess up you can try again and there's not really an issue with it. Pretty much everywhere is going to have these, anywhere is going to have poster board, and everywhere is going to have plastic wrap, where it took me quite a while to find those greenhouse panels at a store. Believe it or not, Home Depot, where I live, didn't have them, and Lowe's and Kmart, of all places, were the only places that had them. So I figured I would just do this. It's way cheaper, it's more streamlined, it's sleek looking, it's nice and flat, and it's extremely cheap. So essentially the whole premise of it is you're going to take a poster board, you're going to cut it down to where it'll fit the inside of your tank, how they're kind of there's a groove for it, for a lid, and you're just going to cut it down to size for that. And once you do that, you can of course check the fitment of it before you wrap it, but check it, make sure everything's all good. If you have a filter that you want to cut out a little spot for, make sure you do that, and then just use a plastic wrap and wrap it. Make sure that it's completely sealed, because you don't want any water getting in there, because if water gets in there, it'll turn soggy and could actually go into your tank. So just make sure you keep it nice and dry and flat, and that's it. Super quick. You can do it in probably about 3-4 minutes, and it'll last for a while. No guarantees on forever, but I have one on my 10-gallon tank that has lasted for about 4 or 5 months. So, and if you have a light too, if you have one of those little LED lights that come on those cheap little 10-gallon or 5-gallon kits, you can actually, if you have any extras, just rip them off, put them on the bottom part that's going to be facing the water, and just plastic wrap over that as well. LEDs don't get too hot, so it won't melt through the plastic wrap. At most, you'll get a little bit of algae where the light is, which you can of course wipe off, whenever that happens. So I just thought I'd make this video for you guys, a quick little 5-minute video, but I thought I'd make it for you guys, that way you can get a lid on your tanks, especially if your water's pretty flat, there's not much of a current in it, and not much of a variation in water and splashing and stuff. You don't want dust getting in your water or on your water. You don't want really, if your air conditioning hits the tank and it's a tropical tank and it hits the top of it, If you don't have a lid on it, that'll hit directly in the water. But if you have a lid on it, and especially if it's not touching, that tank won't go, you know, as quickly to the temperature of the air blowing at it. So I just thought this would help you guys out. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you got any suggestions or comments, or really just anything you guys want to say, please leave them in the comment section below. You know the deal. And if you did, of course, like this video and you want to see more content, go ahead and subscribe. This is officially my first video, and I will try to bring you guys videos every other day. And if I have time, maybe I'll throw a couple videos in there in between, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.